Alright peeps, we're back with the Black Cloud. Needs an intake gasket. It's leaking. I think some of it's going out the exhaust maybe? Don't know. And it's leaking in the front. They're right behind the alternator. So, that's what we're going to do. We got some gaskets. I got some silicone. And I brought the crash cart. Already with some tools. So, let's dig in. First things first, take the air that, well, very clean air cleaner off of it. You know, it's been on there since I bought the truck. Still good. I still see some clear stuff in there. Looks alright. And, oh yeah, you gotta drain the antifreeze. Hopefully it don't go freaking everywhere. Probably will, probably still go all over the floor. Then, I might take... leave the carburetor on it. Take the fuel lines off, distributor. Got my distributor wrench. I got some valve cover gaskets too. I don't know if I'm gonna put them on or not. So it's not really leaking, but I don't know. Might leave it go. Yeah, it's definitely leaking over there. It's all shiny back in there. So let me get some antifreeze on the floor, but it is low enough. Well, probably not quite low enough, but it is pretty low because I've been losing some over the times it's been out. So let me snap my fingers and this will be done. Nah, too bad. It ain't gonna happen like that, but alright. Let's drain some antifreeze out of it. Get the floor all wet. Alright, got the antifreeze draining, and I took off some hoses. And I think I'm going to try to leave the carb on it. I don't know yet. I just don't feel like taking it off. Plus, I don't have a gasket. I could get a wrench into that bolt. Should go get wrenches over on them bolts. Got the throttle off. Choke wire off. Might have to take this air fuel line back because it's kind of in the way. Needs to actually be bent a little better. And blew off all the stuff with the air hose. Now I gotta take the alternator bracket off because this bolt is the intake. Then get back there and take the wires off and all that stuffs. More stuffs and stuffs. So yeah, I think I'm good to drain antifreeze though. Probably got more on the ground than it's in the pan. Yeah, maybe. I got the brake booster, big fat hose off there. So yeah, I think next, yeah, we're gonna take some stuffs off here. I think. I don't know. See what happens. Just throw a couple wrenches in there, and maybe they'll do wrench stuff, and I won't have to do anything at all. Alright, next, going to plop off all these sparkulator wires and move them out of the way. That one looks like it's chewed up by a mouse. It'll still be fine. I got my distributor wrench here to get that sucker out of here. Or not. Let's see. Oh yeah. Get them out of your way. Get out of there. That's stuck on the other wire. Alright. Oh, there's another one. These bad boys don't want to give up. Alright. That out of the way. First, I'll take the cap off and see which way the rotor is pointing, so I can kind of get an eyeball meter on that one. And I got this wire tie holding my wires into the distributor, so that's good. Alright, give me a minute, let me go find a flat screwdriver and get that cap off there and drop some more stuff. That's what I do, drop everything on the floor. Alright, got the cap off, and it's probably seen better days, but it's kind of pointing like over there towards the firewall, like this outer part, not the inner part of the firewall, but it sinks in a little bit. So we'll have to just remember that. You can yell at me later and I put it back in wrong. Then the cap, it's kind of dirty. I might just sand that down. Hopefully behind the cap. I already got the hold down loose. It's ready to come out. Yeah, I'll just have to try to remember where that's pointing. We'll go with that. Alright peeps, I got that out. What's it look like back in there? Like all dirty. Like I said, I'm going to try to leave this on there and just sneak down there and get them bolts out hopefully. And I might have to take off the oil pressure sensor meduder back here. It might hit. I think I'm going to crawl up in there because you know there's seats on both sides. That's what's cool about the old stuff. And start just wrenching away. And that is going to be close. Nope, it's got to come off. I can see it already. Alright, take that off too. Then, to show you what the valley looks like, because I don't have any idea how dirty it is inside this thing. I guess I got to change the oil after I'm done all this too. Put some newer dinosaurs in it. Alright, let me crawl up in there and take a million bolts out. Alright, it's time to take this sucker off. See what she looks like underneath. It's pretty well stuck by hand. So let's see if we can wedge it somehow. Or maybe not. There we go. Got a good bite. Ooh, yeah. Get up in here. Too bad. Truck needs to be a little taller. Yeah, just a little bit. Well, it's actually really clean, and somebody actually used, oh my gosh, these rubber things that come with the kit. Never use these because they leak, because this one's leaking. But yeah, not too bad in there. Oakley dokley. Let me put something down in the valley here and start buffulating on that stuff. Get it all cleaned up and start putting new one on. Oh, before I do that, I know you just want to get in here and look. Look how clean that is. I got a little bit of antifreeze in there. Yeah, they use them rubber gasket things, which explains a lot. Pretty clean. So let's make it cleaner and put a new one on. Alright, what you want to do is get you an old towel, just flop it down in that valley, and you can just start buffulating all the way around, getting her all clean. Took that rubber gasket off the back right there, chucked it, and so we chucked the front one, and just buffulate and do the same to the intake and lay your new stuff down. Show you when we get to that point, but let me get buffing on this, get her all cleaned up and spit shined. Alright, got it all buffy laid out and cleaned. Ready for put a bead down there and a bead right back there on the china walls, and you put your gaskets down. Leave it simmer for a minute and plop it on. And then I got intake cleaned underneath. It looks good on top. So next is gaskets. And you take this stuff right here, these rubber little things, and throw them away. You use your distributor gasket. You'll need that because the one I had fell apart. And this one doesn't need the metal things there. Yeah, take those and rubber things there and just chuck them. Alright, so that's where we're at. That's what is next. Looking good. Looking real good. Alright, we're going to rebuild our distributor cap. So, how you do that? Do a really cheap rebuild on it. Take some sandpaper and just get in there and scuff up all these little contacts like so. Try to get them shiny, just like that. Might help it, might not, but I don't feel like buying a cap and a rotor. It's got a good bit of buildup on there. Let's see. Let's get you some lights. I don't know if you can see it. It's really hard to tell. But anyway, I got it a little cleaned up. Then I'm going to do the same with the distributor, which will be easier. Just take that little point right there and scuff it up a little bit. Worth a shot. Instead of buying new stuff. Alright, I'm going to get scuffins. And scuffins and more scuffins. But the rest of it don't look bad. Of course, that's probably all of it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I don't feel like buying one. Too expensive. Use what you got, which is this. Alright, peeps. Got the gasket down. And waiting for that to sit up for a minute. Got the goop down on the china walls. So while that is setting up, I guess it's time for the word of the show. We're going to go with refrigerator. Yes, refrigerator, which means refrigerator. So yeah, it's going to be refrigerator. Refrigerator. Yeah. So next time you want to go in your refrigerator, it's a refrigerator. Alright, let that sit up for a couple more minutes. And we'll just, plop, intakes on. And reverse everything we just did. Alright, I got the cap off. I stuck a little bit of grease down in here. Make that slide a little better. All looks pretty brand new. Took this out, put some Dalek grease underneath of it and around the fittings. Might help it out a little bit. And don't forget your gasket. And I got the intakes back on. All, torqued down with a wrench and the Ooga machine over there. I got the oil pressure back on. And throttle spring. And some stuff there. I got the bracket loosely on there. I got to tighten all three of the bolts up. Next I'm going to do the distributor. Flop that in there. Try to get it about where it was. Hopefully. And go from there with that. Fire it up, cross your fingers. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'll get updates, I'll let you know here in a minute. Alright, like poof. Everything's back on it. Haven't fired it up yet. I gotta go find some keys. Got all the wires hopefully in the right spot. Throttle's all hooked up, cables are all hooked up. Hoses are back on. Alternator brackets back on. The fuel line hose back on down there. Hopefully that's it. I want to bet I got something messed up in the distributor because I just use my eyeball meter. You know, got as close as I can get it. It looks like where it was. Maybe, hopefully. If not, we'll start all over again with that one. So let me go find some keys. We'll see what it does. All right, how many pumps you want to say it's going to take since it's all dry? We're going to go with, how about 30 pumps? All right, sound good? Let's try it. Alright, how many pumps do you think it's going to take? Take a guess. Alright. Battery's hooked up. Take a guess on how many pumps it's going to take to fire this beast. Or not fire. Sounds like around 20 pumps. Alright, need some antifreeze in it, and should be good to go. Maybe, who knows. Alright, let me find some more stuff. I need my air cleaner and some more stuffs. Alright, so when I was under the hood working on this thing, of course, you know, I always break everything. Can't work on something without breaking something else. I broke this off, puke tube. So I've got it back in there, but it's going to leak. So I'm going to maybe try to solder around that, maybe, and hopefully that fixes it. I don't know. We'll try that and cross some fingers. But probably going to need a time light on it, I guess. I don't know. Or just use my ear meters. That's what I used to do. But let me figure out this. Alright, peeps. So I tried soldering the puke tube back to the radiator. No, don't work. Not whatsoever. Cleaned it real good. Nothing. So I used some epoxy metal putty welding stuff. And it's set up overnight, and it's holding. So I got the tube back on. Got some antifreeze going back in it. Just gotta put this little clampy back on. So fire it up and let it circulate. Like you seen, it did fire up. It does run. Don't sound bad. I don't have a time light on yet, but we'll see how it acts. I'm pretty sure everything is tight. My eyeball meter says everything is tight. Yeah. Oh, JB Weld. That's the word I was looking for. I JB welded that. Yeah, that's epoxy putty stuff. Gooped it. So let me fire it up and we'll see what leaks. Cross your fingers and toes. It stuffs. I think that's where we're at. Let me do that. Oakley dokley peeps. Took it for a rip down the road. Everything seems fine. But I don't know if you guys remember when I did the front end gears, used the wire wheel on the gears because they didn't spin, they were all rusted. I accidentally left my hubs locked in. So when I was going down the road, I felt something getting hot. Very hot. I think I'm home. Hubs were locked in. So that was cool. Fluid leaking out of every of the seals and stuff. So they're good. Not. But anyway, puke tube seems to be holding up. Just perfect. And tried to throw a time light on it, but somebody's got the wrong cover down there on it because it needs to be in the middle over here to check it, and not over here on the side because it's a newer block. No big deal, fix it later. Just kind of use my ear meters and that kind of stuff, and seems fine. Did put some K-seal in it because I don't know if you noticed on the one wheeling video I had, it's shooting some white smoke out the back. Don't know where that's coming from, just threw some K-seal in it. Don't worry about it no more. See what happens. So that's it. Put my nice clean air cleaner back on it. You know, that is just perfect. It's clean, it'll work. That's it. Yeah, I said that a million times, that's it. So that's it for this one. Said it again. Don't know what I'm going to do next. We'll find out. So catch you next time. Later, peeps.